In this video, we're digging into 35 practical tips Granddad relied on to keep his home running smoothly without wasting a dime or a minute. Each idea comes from an age when you fixed things before replacing them and made household supplies stretch twice as far. By the end, you'll have a pocketful of simple habits that streamline daily chores, shave dollars off the budget, and bring a bit of old-fashioned self-reliance back into modern life. Number 1. Fry potatoes with lard. Heat a heaping spoonful of rendered lard in a seasoned cast iron skillet over medium flame. Slide in sliced potatoes. Listen for that confident hiss. Resist stirring too often. 2 flips is ideal to let starches caramelize into a mahogany crust. Lard's high smoke point keeps edges crisp, while adding porky depth vegetable oil can't match. Serve straight from the pan with coarse salt and cracked pepper, and you'll understand why Grandpa insisted breakfast didn't begin until the skillet turned empty back then. Number 2, stretch coffee with roasted barley. Pulse roasted barley until coarse, then mix it 1-to-1 with yesterday's spent coffee grounds. Brew the blend in your percolator as usual. Barley's nutty flavor deepens the roast profile, stretches scarce beans, and drops caffeine nearly in half. Perfect for jitter-prone nerves. The aroma drifting through the kitchen smells like a bakery beside a campfire during cold pre-dawn mornings. 2 mugs appear where one used to, and nobody misses a thing except the grocery bill that just got a little smaller. Number 3, sugar and oil hand scrub. Tip a teaspoon of white sugar into your greasy palm, drizzle enough vegetable oil to make wet sand, then rub hands together like warming them at a winter fire. Sugar's sharp crystals exfoliate embedded dirt, while oil dissolves axle grease and lubricates skin. 30 seconds later, rinse with warm water and pat happily dry. No industrial orange solvent, no microplastics, no lingering chemical smell. Just hands that feel like they spent the day typing instead of rotating a stubborn lawnmower blade. Number 4, measure twice, cut once. Lay the board on sawhorses, hook your steel tape, jot the length, then breathe. Remeasure from the opposite end, numbers match, sanity confirmed. Lightly strike a pencil mark, square the line back, and only then start the saw. That extra heartbeat saves lumber, blades, and Saturday patience, especially when prices jump like summer mosquitoes. Grandpa said woodworkers earn respect, not by cutting fast, but by cutting once, and the tidy scrap pile beside his bench proved the adage every time. Number 5, foil and baking soda silver dip. Line a ceramic bowl with aluminum foil, shiny side greeting the sky. Sprinkle a tablespoon of baking soda, pour in boiling water, and watch a fizzing science fair erupt. Submerge tarnished silverware so each piece touches the foil. Wait 5 minutes. A sulfuric odor drifts off as black film migrates from spoon to foil. Rinse, buff with a soft cloth, and family heirlooms glow dinner party bright, all without abrasive pastes or professional fees. Just pantry staples and a pinch of patience. Number 6, grated carrot in tomato sauce. Grate a peeled carrot into feathery shreds and stir them into marinara simmering on low. In 20 minutes, the threads dissolve, lending natural sweetness that tames tomato acidity while sneaking in beta-carotene. The sauce tastes perfectly silky rounder, not sugary, and picky eaters never notice the hidden veg. Italians once simmered whole onions for the same trick. Grandpa preferred carrots because they grew everywhere, cost pennies, and spared him the debate about dumping in a spoonful of white sugar. Number 7, corn husk pot scrubber. Gather fresh corn husks, rinse away silk, and twist them into a thick, rope-like wad. Dunk the bundle in warm, soapy water and scrub scorched cast iron or enamel gently. Fibrous leaves scour without scratching seasoned surfaces, then head straight to the compost afterward. No plastic brushes, no landfill guilt. The subtle corn scent even masks burnt-on odors. Grandpa joked the husks got one last paycheck before returning to the field as fertilizer, a perfect closed-loop housekeeping system that still amazes minimalists. Number 8, cornmeal for grease spills. Drop a fistful of dry cornmeal onto a bacon grease spill. The grains drink oil like desert sand sipping rainwater. 10 minutes later, sweep up the clumped meal and wipe once with a damp rag. No slippery smear, no chemical degreasers, and the floor keeps its shine. The same trick works under a leaking engine or turkey fryer. Grandpa always kept a coffee can of cornmeal by the stove. Cheaper than kitty litter, and you can still feed it to chickens afterward. Number 9, dandelion root coffee. Scrub dandelion roots clean, chop, and roast at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until coffee brown and fragrant. Grind while warm, brew in a French press, and behold a cup that looks like espresso but carries zero caffeine. Earthy, slightly bitter, and rumored to aid digestion, the drink kept morale high when ration books ran thin. Sweeten with honey or drink it black, and imagine you're a frontier doctor healing yourself with weeds. The placebo alone wakes you better than ordinary decaf on frosty dawns. Number 10. Rice to stop sugar clumps. Fill a small square of cheesecloth with a teaspoon of uncooked rice, tie it tight, and bury the sachet in your sugar jar. Rice kernels act like miniature dehumidifiers, absorbing moisture before it glues crystals into concrete. Shake the jar occasionally to keep things loose. Grandpa swapped the rice once a year, usually right after harvest when new grain was plentiful. Works the same miracle in salt shakers, proving that even staple foods appreciate a bodyguard against sneaky damp invaders. Number 11. Oats in ground meat. Blend half a cup of rolled oats into each pound of raw ground meat, working gently with your hands. Oats absorb excess juices during cooking, so burgers stay juicy, meatballs keep their proud shape, and chili stretches another bowl without tasting like filler. The soluble fiber also smuggles heart-friendly beta-glucan onto plates. Grill marks still char gorgeously, and nobody guesses Grandma's breakfast staple is hiding inside their Saturday cookout, until they realize how satisfyingly full they feel well past late evening. Number 12. Duct tape or WD-40 rule. Grandpa's workshop gospel: everything is either too loose or too tight. That's why God made duct tape and WD-40. If a hinge squeals, spritz the lubricant, wipe, and swing silent. If a garden hose bursts, wrap with tape in a spiral overlap, leak plugged until payday. He fixed rakes, boots, and once Aunt Millie's suitcase wheel with that 2-item toolkit. The lesson isn't about brands. It's about diagnosing problems. Bind what moves wrongly, free what refuses to move at all. Number 13. Flour and water crack paste. Whisk equal parts plain flour and tap water until smooth. Then let it rest 5 minutes so the starch swells and grips better. Trowel the thick glue into paper seams, carton tiers, or hairline drywall gaps, smoothing with a butter knife. It dries hard, yet sands easily for paint. Because ingredients are pantry cheap and non-toxic, kids can help repairs. Store leftovers in a jar. One afternoon, Patchfest costs less than a tube of store glue. Number 14. Sharpen scissors with foil. Grab a piece of aluminum foil and fold it over itself 6 times until you have a sturdy pad a finger wide. Using the dull scissors, make 15 cuts through the foil, starting at the base of the blades and finishing at the tips to hone the edge. The foil's thin layers realign tiny burrs like a miniature whetstone. Wipe away metallic dust with a cloth, test on paper, and enjoy ribbon-clean snips again. Number 15. Cabbage leaf compress. For sprains, puffy joints, or a twisted ankle, peel 4 leaves from a cabbage, rinse, and pat them dry. Lay the leaves vein side down on a cutting board, bruise them lightly with a rolling pin to release juice, then wrap them snugly around the swollen area and secure with a clean bandage. The sulfur-rich compounds and chill draw out heat, reduce fluid buildup, and ease pain naturally. Replace the leaves every 30 minutes until swelling subsides. Number 16. Use tea bag wood polish. After brewing black tea, let the bag cool until warm, then squeeze out excess liquid. Glide the damp bag over a scratched coffee table, armrests, or dull floorboards, moving with the grain so tannins seep into pores and revive the brown tones. Wait a minute. Wipe the surface with a soft, lint-free cloth and watch the sheen return. Because the solution is mild and food-safe, it cleans fingerprints without stripping wax or leaving odors. Number 17. Rice water hair rinse. Rinse a cup of rice under water to wash off dust, then place it in a bowl with 2 cups water and swirl for 30 seconds. Soak 30 minutes, stirring twice so nutrients leach out. Strain into a jug, and after shampooing, pour the cloudy liquid slowly over scalp and lengths. Massage for 1 minute, wait 5, then rinse with water. Amino acids coat strands, strengthening cuticles, boosting shine, and taming frizz without costly products. Number 18. Salt water gargle. Dissolve half a teaspoon of table salt in 8 ounces of warm water, stir until clear, then take a sip and tilt your head back. Gargle for 30 seconds, letting the saline bathe the back of your throat. Spit, repeat until the cup is empty. The saline solution pulls fluid from swollen tissues, thins mucus, and creates an environment unfriendly to bacteria. Use every 3 hours at the first tickle and feel the scratch ease quickly. Number 19. Honey stretched with warm water. When the jar runs low, scoop 2 parts thick honey into a small bowl, Add 1 part 120-degree water and stir until the crystals dissolve and the mixture turns silky. The dilution thins viscosity just enough to drizzle easily over yogurt, cornbread, or fruit while doubling serving volume. Flavors and antimicrobial properties stay intact because the water is warm, not boiling. Transfer the syrup back to the jar and mark the frugal victory. Number 20. Ripen tomatoes with a banana. Gather green tomatoes that need ripening. Slip them into a paper bag with 1 ripe banana, fold the top over, and set the bundle on the counter away from sun. Bananas release ethylene gas, a natural hormone that jumpstarts color change and softening. Within 24 to 48 hours, the tomatoes blush red and develop fuller, sweeter flavor. Check daily, remove those that finish first, and enjoy garden-fresh taste without waiting for the vine. Number 21. Coconut oil rice hack. Stir 1 teaspoon of coconut oil into the boiling water before adding half a cup of dry rice. Cook as normal, then refrigerate the finished pot for at least 12 hours. Cooling lets some starch crystallize into a resistant form your body treats more like fiber. Reheat gently, and the grains stay fluffy while delivering fewer digestible calories and a tropical aroma. This old-school tweak marries flavor, texture, and waistline-friendly science in a single spoonful. Number 22. Peppermint mouse repellent. Fill a small dish with cotton balls, saturate each with 10 drops of peppermint essential oil, and tuck the scented bundles under sinks, behind appliances, and along baseboards where gnaw marks appear. Mice loathe the menthol, so the fragrance forms an invisible barrier without toxic bait. Replace or rescent every 4 days to keep the aroma strong. Bonus perk: the kitchen smells fresh, and you avoid accidental poisonings that can harm pets or curious kids. Number 23. Vinegar label remover. Soak an old cotton rag in plain white vinegar and press it firmly over a stubborn sticker. 5 patient minutes, let the mild acid creep through paper and unlatch the glue. Lift 1 corner and the label usually glides off in a single satisfying sheet. Any sticky ghost left behind wipes away with the same rag, leaving glass or plastic completely smooth, scent-free, and ready for reuse without razor blades, citrus solvents, or fingernail gymnastics. Number 24. Stretch dish soap with vinegar. Fill a clean squeeze bottle halfway with dish liquid, top it off with white vinegar, then swirl gently to marry them. The pairing creates sudsy foam that slices through bacon grease and baked on casserole while using half the detergent you needed before. Vinegar's acidity breaks fat bonds, so the diluted mix performs like a degreaser, lasts twice as long, and leaves stainless steel sparkling streak-free shine. Grandpa called it the nickel stretching sink secret. Number 25. Stainless steel odor eraser. After chopping garlic or scaling fish, skip fancy soaps. Rub your fingers over a stainless steel faucet, spoon, or sink wall under cool running water for 30 seconds. Sulfur molecules responsible for kitchen smells bind to chromium oxide on steel surfaces, unhooking from skin and swirling harmlessly down the drain. Dry your hands and sniff. No lingering aroma, no chemicals, and your cutting board thanks you because strong scents won't transfer into tomorrow's strawberries and melon slices. Number 26. Orange peel tea. Instead of tossing peels, dice them. Cover with 2 cups of water and simmer 10 minutes. The gentle boil pulls out vitamin C, pectin, and fragrant essential oils, creating a bright, slightly sweet brew. Slip in a cinnamon stick or knob of ginger when cold season prowls. Their warming spices pair beautifully with citrus. Strain, sip hot, or chill over ice for summer afternoons. It's a zero-waste tonic turning discarded peels into a comforting immune boost. Number 27. Onion skins in compost. Those papery husks many people trash actually pack potassium, calcium, and trace quercetin. Add a handful to your compost pile and they break down quickly, enriching the finished humus and improving plant disease resistance. The thin layers aerate dense heaps, helping microbes breathe and speeding decomposition. Come spring, spread the dark, crumbly compost around tomatoes or roses. You'll feed roots, retain moisture, and recycle kitchen scraps in one move, proving even leftovers hold hidden fertility. Number 28. Spend only what you have. Grandpa's wallet carried cash and tidy folded lists instead of credit cards. He'd price a tool, walk away 24 hours, and purchase only if it still felt necessary the next morning, and if the bills were present. Delaying gratification cools the brain's impulse circuitry, while cash payments trigger a pain response that curbs overspending. Keep that habit for years, and you sidestep interest, sleep easier, and watch an emergency fund blossom without complex apps. Number 29, butter mashed potatoes gradually. Drain boiled potatoes, let steam escape 1 minute, then mash lightly. Add a tablespoon of soft butter, stir until absorbed, and repeat. Incremental fat lets starch granules coat evenly, producing silky, cloud-like mash without turning gluey. Season halfway so salt dissolves fully, drizzle warm milk only if needed for looseness, and finish with a final butter kiss on top for glossy appeal. Diners taste rich potato first, butter second, and the bowl empties fast. Number 30, honey and onion cough syrup. Layer thin onion slices and raw honey in a small jar, cap, and leave overnight. By morning, the honey pulls out sulfur compounds and flavonoids, creating a runny amber syrup. Take a teaspoon every few hours to coat throats, quiet spasms, and fight bacteria. Refrigerated, the mixture keeps a week and continues steeping, growing stronger each day. Children over 1 year can use it. Adults often find relief within 2 doses. Natural, cheap, pleasantly sweet, and savory medicine. Number 31, powdered milk extender. Whisk half a cup of non-fat dry milk into 1 and 1/2 cups cold water until smooth, then pour in 2 cups fresh milk. The proteins from the powder restore body, so the blended quart tastes nearly identical to full dairy, yet doubles volume. Use it on cereal, in custards, or for baking. The trick lengthens shelf life too. Powdered milk stores for months, meaning fewer trips and lower risk of pouring spoiled milk away. Number 32, banana peel shoe shine. Finish your snack, then rub the inside of the peel over leather boots in small circles. Natural oils and potassium act like mild conditioners, lifting dust and feeding the hide. Buff with a clean cotton cloth until the slight stickiness disappears and a soft sheen emerges. The method costs nothing, smells subtly tropical, avoids chemical fumes, and keeps footwear supple during dry seasons. Worked weekly, it can extend boot life and fend off cracking gracefully. Number 33, work hard but rest harder. Grandpa rose before sunrise, yet he clocked out at sundown, grabbed a porch chair, and listened to crickets instead of chasing one more task. Modern research proves his hunch. Deliberate downtime lowers cortisol, boosts creative problem solving, and prevents burnout. Whether a Sunday nap, a phone-free walk, or simply saying no after dinner, scheduled rest replenishes mental soil, so weekday efforts sprout faster, just like a fallow field yields richer harvests after resting away. Number 34, apple peels soften brown sugar. Trap hardened sugar and 2 fresh apple peels in an airtight jar overnight. Moisture migrates from fruit to molasses-rich crystals, reversing the brick into spoon-ready grains by breakfast. Remove peels once soft to prevent mold, then seal with a tight lid or terracotta sugar saver. The gentle transfer of humidity is quieter than microwaving, kinder than chiseling, and rescue sweetener you might otherwise toss, saving money and frustration whenever baking cravings strike unexpectedly. Number 35, bay leaves guard rice. Drop 3 dry bay leaves into your rice canister before sealing. The leaves release natural eugenol and cineol aromas that repel moths and weevils, while their low moisture content wicks slight humidity that could invite clumping or mold. Swap leaves every few months for continuous protection. This simple safeguard also works for flour and beans, meaning one inexpensive culinary herb maintains a tidy, pest-free pantry across essential staples effortlessly every season without added chemicals.